Okay, so for my fourth submission in the fourth article I picked is the why is everyone on TikTok one, talking about the algorithm. And this one, such as the last one, are a bit of a cheat code because when I was submitting my first assignment, I was supposed to do an essay on articles, and I did a video, and I did a video on this too. But this is a much like shorter and much more focused explanation on this. And for my understanding on this, is that the more I read, the more I found out about it, and the more I read about the algorithm after making my first submission, I understood it a little bit better. But since this is like not really a technical opinion, this is not really a technical video to break it down, the algorithm or TikTok in general. It's more like my opinion and what I understood from this, and what I'll take with me from this. And what I understood in my opinion about this is that the article, it shows like the algorithm, uh it shows what you look for, of course, like any research engine does, and like how if you want to see certain creator or certain videos on TikTok about a creator or about a topic, you would search for them and they would show up more. But what I've been seeing, and what I think my opinion kind of is from something that I've seen, is that it is getting tougher to find content that it's the opposite of what you've searched or what you do search for. Such as if you're a like a Swifty fan, an example like a Taylor Swift fan, it is sort of hard to get videos praising Kanye West, which they Kanye West and Taylor Swift have a bit of a beef. Like they don't kind of they apparently they don't kind of like each other for some things that happened in the past. But I've seen that sometimes a lot of people would research like a certain political opinion from a political like sphere, and then they will not really get the opinions on the other one, like the real information about the other like political sphere, and how this and just how this researching goes. And I think like the algorithm shows you whatever is like more relevant from what you've researched, the video with the most likes, most views, most sharings, most savings. And oftentimes these videos are talking bad about the other side or talking good about one side. But if the more you search for it, the more you look for it, the more it's gonna appear, and the less like opinions from the other side will show up. It will show up the opinions about the other side. Like, oh, that such thing is bad. Taylor Swift is bad. Kanye West is bad. The more you search for one or the other, but like less things about how like a Swifty fan, a Taylor Swift fan saying, "Hey, Kanye West music is pretty good," or like a Kanye West fan saying like, "Hey, Taylor Swift isn't so bad at all. Like her musics are kind of good, make me feel things." Like it makes most of us feel things. But yeah, that's something I noticed with the algorithm. And this is like one of the things that I think relates a lot with the social cooling, is that people tend to be like more respectful and tend to like understand more the sides that they support, rather than trying to understand more the other side, people that they don't really agree with. And I think that's when like the social cooling is most practiced, when on TikTok or when on the social medias in general. And I believe that it connects in a way where like with the fandoms as well, like their algorithm is like already set for who they like the best and who they want to see the best. And it just it just shows them what they want to see in people that they agree with, so it's easier for them to practice the social cooling rather than for them to respect the other person or people that don't agree with them. And for like other fandoms, or even sometimes cultural wise, people that really like uh, really dislike the North American culture or the European culture. For them, sometimes like they just really like look for one thing, and they whenever they see a creator from another country with another culture, they they oftentimes don't practice social cooling, or they might do, and I think that's how it all relates with the algorithm. So yeah, a bit of confusing one, but some things like the algorithm, like TikTok and all that, it's a bit hard to understand. It's easy, like at a surface level, but whenever like the more like deep you go, the deeper you go, the harder it gets to understand and to talk about it. So that's just how like that's just kind of like what I've researched and what I'll like take with me from this section. Thank you. See you on the next one.